With 16 years of service and growth, we at AFS continue to stand by a motto that we strive to provide quality service as we aim high. Having that in mind, tonight as we graduate 7 PPL, 10 CPL, and 2 instructor pilots, we can proudly say that we're standing by our word. In the past year and a half, as we continue to aim high, AFS has achieved a number of things. And to stay ahead of the ever-changing and growing aviation industry, our major achievements are opening doors to our new fully furnished student dormitory, participating in the first annual Diaspora Day Expo, signing a bilateral cooperation agreement between AFS and HLAA, acquiring new aircraft, namely Alpha Sierra Bravo, Alpha Sierra Delta, and Alpha Sierra Fox. Our pilot training school was recertified according to the Ethiopian Civil Aviation rules and standards. And for the very first time tonight, we'll be hitting a new high by graduating instructor pilots for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here tonight to celebrate achievements of an exceptionally talented group of people. We now call them aviators as they'll be earning their wings of different calibers. I ask you to join me in welcoming our graduates. We'll now call to the stage our private pilot license graduates. Let us now welcome our commercial pilot license graduates. Let us now welcome our instructor-rated pilots. Welcome, graduates. Without further ado, I'd like to call upon a visionary leader, our leader, the Managing Director of Abyssinian Flight Services, Captain Solomon Ghazal.
Your Excellency, Colonel Wasan Hunenya, Director General, Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority, Your Excellency Ambassador Mahfoud Rahim, Ambassador of Libya, Your Excellency Ambassador Akwi Bon Mawal, Ambassador of Republic of South Sudan, His Excellency Ambassador of Republic of Uganda could not be with us tonight due to travels, and Your Excellency Mr. Al-Hadeh Sibik, Ambassador of Republic of Sudan, distinguished guests, and especially our graduates. Tonight, I'm privileged and grateful to stand before you in honor of Abyssinian Pilot Training School's 2015 graduates. I'm very proud of our graduates who managed to achieve this milestone in spite of difficult circumstances and at times frustrations. You graduates will always remember this night as the bridge you crossed into a brighter future. Today, many of you will graduate to soon start a career as professional pilots. Going forward, may I encourage you to use your license as a learning certificate that will enable you to seek deeper aviation knowledge, Use your newly acquired license as a chart that will guide you to serve others with humility and humble spirit, even as you focus on safety and the well-being of others. Use your license as a pass to continually strive to upgrade yourselves as professional pilots. Never take for granted the sacrifices your loved ones made to help you realize your dreams and the trust vested in you by those who will employ you to fly very expensive machines and those flying with you as passengers, entrusting you with their precious lives. Above all, always honor God in all that you do, and in the decisions that you make. Only then could you claim your place as captains in the left seat of your airplane and your rightful position in society. Your Excellency, Colonel Wasanella, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate and to thank the Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority and your leadership in guiding us, even as you encourage us to bring the aviation services that we provide to higher professional grounds and international standards. At AFS, we no longer adhere to rules and regulations because that is a policy we are obliged to follow, but because we believe those very requirements are the basis for the safety and standards. In line with several improvements we are making, I'm delighted to report many firsts at Abyssinian Pilot Training School, some of which Miriam has alluded to. Examples are, for the first time, we can proudly report that our past graduates are currently flying as line pilots and flight instructors in Rwanda, Kenya, Republic of South Sudan, Republic of Sudan, Ethiopian Airlines, and with being established local operators. Tonight, for the very first time in AFS history, we are graduating 19 pilots at different levels, making this the largest number of graduates in one go. This year, we are graduating the very first privately trained and qualified instructor pilots in Ethiopia. Currently, we have twice as many training airplanes as we operated a year ago, as we added 3 additional airplanes to our fleet this past year, bringing the total training airplane numbers to 8. We have 1 additional airplane on the way. We have also established a fully furnished student dormitory to accommodate the ever-increasing numbers of pilot candidates. It gives me great joy to report that we have 54 student pilots currently attending our pilot training school, making it the largest number of attendees to date. Finally, to meet customer demands, we are currently negotiating with 2 highly reputable universities, both in Ethiopia and the United States of America, to offer aviation degree programs to meet the ever-increasing demand for aviation professionals all over the world. With integrity in short supply in the business world, in particular aviation, we at Abyssinian Flight Services would strive to be standard setters for quality, safety, and integrity while claiming Ethiopia's rightful place in the aviation world. With help from the stakeholders and the government, we hope to exploit to the maximum the aviation opportunities at hand as we create jobs, generate much-needed hard currency, and export a highly trained and motivated aviation professionals. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say a special thank you to the parents and friends of our graduates, some of whom have traveled a great distance to be with us tonight. Shukran لهيدراكم ناهينيو حيلا واحد وان نواد an namal man shukran. Also, my heartfelt thanks and sincere appreciation goes to the hardworking and dedicated Abyssinian Pilot Training School and maintenance staff, especially those in the front line, the flight instructors. Please allow me to also thank a highly dedicated team of the graduation committee for this incredible venue and beautiful setup. To save time, I would like to say a huge thank you to just one person, to our in-house designer, Ashinafi, for his patience and dedication in compiling the videos, designing the graduation bulletin, and this beautiful banner and stage setup you see. With that, I declare the graduation ceremony is underway. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Solomon. You need to teach me some Arabic sometime when you have some spare time. I hope you did a good job for those who speak Arabic. All right, so now we've declared that the graduation is open, so we're getting to the exciting parts soon. Don't worry, you guys will be graduating soon, okay? One of the biggest achievements that Abyssinian Flight Services has done up to existence now is that we have been the first and only flight school for the past 9 years. However, this has changed. Although this has changed, we still remain to be the pioneers and now conquerors, because we are the best at what we do, and we are proud to say that. Thank you, Captain Solomon, for your dedication. You dedicate your life to Abyssinia, and you're an inspiration to us all. AFS stands here today because of your dedication, your inspiration, your dreams, and especially because you have a great, hard-working team that stands behind you. We thank you very much, AFS. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors because they are a big part of why we are here today. They sponsor us, they back us up every time. Our first sponsor being BGI Ethiopia, Dagon Kennedy General Trading, EcoBank, United Systems Integrations, Bank of Abyssinia, and last but not least, ERVS. There is a quotation that says, anyone can get an airplane off the ground, but an aviator earns his keep by being able to bring that aircraft back at any time, anywhere, and under any circumstances that God and man can dream up. And today, you see before you a bunch of aviators that are now going to be saluted. I would like to now call upon Mr. McConan Brook, who will conduct the graduation.
Thank you, Captain Mariam Awit. It's really an honor to be here, to be a part of this great ceremony here with you. It's quite the United Nations that are going to be graduating here this evening. 2 gentlemen and a lady from Ethiopia. 8 gentlemen from the Republic of Sudan, 5 gentlemen from the Republic of South Sudan, a gentleman from Zambia, and a gentleman from Uganda, and a lady from Spain. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin calling out our graduates, please allow me to welcome to the stage the visionary who has enabled us to be here this very evening and has made Abyssinian Flight Service pilot school training come to success. Our very own Captain Solomon, his wonderful wife, Madam Irgat Hailu, and the pilot training school manager, Captain Girma Asfa. Distinguished guests, I call upon the private pilot license graduates first. This graduate is highly intelligent and always in a position to brighten up the day. His dedication and hard work is unquestionable. He is from Uganda and the student body role model. A round of applause for Dr. James Ronnie. Congratulations to this man who has finally become an aviator. May your days continue to be a success as you go on with your endeavors. A big round of applause for Getachew Atsibaha from Ethiopia. An excellent student, both in flight and in ground school. Lazarus Cole from South Sudan. He is shy, but performs very well. He is a hard worker. Give it up for Kwatkar Joshua from South Sudan. He is eager to learn more, a well-groomed and disciplined pilot indeed. One would say the skill he shows in an aircraft is one of natural-born talent. Give it up for Ahmed Khalil from Sudan. The rest of the graduates for the PPL were not able to make it due to circumstances. But as I have heard from their instructors, they have been the exemplary pilots. On behalf of the Abyssinian Flight Services Pilot Training School, we would like to congratulate Marwan Omar and Ibrahim Seral Khatim on an outstanding performance. Godspeed. When you realize that you haven't got enough of flying and want more of the blue skies, to be able to grow wings all on your own. To the commercial pilot license graduates, here's your big moment. He stands out whether he likes it or not, and is very sensitive when asked to trim his long hair. He may be spotted in a crowd easily, but he is not just a somebody. He is a hard worker and is a dedicated pilot. A round of applause for Osman Kadir from Sudan. To some, she is known as Judy, a young lady who gives a whole new meaning to girl power. Her dedication and commitment is extraordinary, and she is disciplined and works hard. Please give it up for Yodi Tesfaye from Ethiopia. Unlike most people, he doesn't look for trouble, but when it presents itself, he handles it like a gentleman. He's always hard at work, but unfortunately, he could not be with us as he missed his flight from Nairobi. But a round of applause for John Garang from South Sudan. A disciplined, work-hard, ethic-driven man who is shy and is committed. Please give it up for Moses Mwila from Zambia. A silent man who not only is dedicated to his work and is disciplined, but also dresses smart. A round of applause to Muhammad Abu Bakr from Sudan. A man full of potential and many attributes, but the most outstanding one being how he is skilled at handling an aircraft. Give it up for Murwan Yahya from Sudan. A man who is careful, wise, and is diligent in all he does. Give it up for Mustafa Muhammad from Sudan. A beacon of hope to many. He puts a smile on everyone's faces and has turned his disadvantage of height to an inspiration on how it's done becoming a pilot. A round of applause to Muhammad Maufag from Sudan. So you see what I mean by he is gonna brighten up your evening, I guess. So there you have it. There are some who have not been able to make this ceremony due to circumstances and duties they have been called upon. So again, on behalf of the Abyssinian Flight Services Pilot Training School, we congratulate Abwanja Kamis and Modir Isa. As you know the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Abyssinian Flight Services proudly takes this moment to bring forth its 2 instructor-rated graduates. He was excellent by demonstrating his potential with extra competence. He is a role model instructor and a leader. He acquired the Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority Practical Flight Test Certification with honors. A very big round of applause to Captain Groom Zarihun from Ethiopia. She is yet another great hit of what girl power really means. In the process of the flight instructor course, she demonstrated a high level of dedication, competence, punctuality, and is the epitome of what an instructor should be. A very big round of applause to Captain Tania Cabo from Spain. The joy in being able to graduate these 2 instructors is not only are they the first for Abyssinian Flight Services Pilot Training School, they are the best at what they do and also married. I believe that's 3 birds instead of 2 with 1 stone. This is not the end of calling these graduates to the stage, but is actually a time to mention the ones that have stood out academically. The award ceremony shall commence at this time. Before we call upon the crème de la crème of the aviators, please allow me to welcome to the stage for the handing out of these awards, His Excellency the Director General of the Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority, Colonel Wessaniella. These awards are given on the merit of ground school training, their general flight check ride, the instrument check ride, the ECAA PPL and CPL examination, and the ECAA instrument examination. In second place, for the private pilot license graduate with a 90.85 point average from Ethiopia. A round of applause for Getachew Atzeba. In first place for the overall private pilot license with a 91.23 point average, who made it by the tip of just 1 point from second place. A round of applause for Lazarus Cole from South Sudan. Second place for the overall commercial pilot license with an 89.4 point average. He made it happen, and he's from Sudan. Osman Kadir. First place with a 92.64 point average. Not only did she devote her life to fly, but is a full-time mother as well. From Ethiopia, please welcome Yori Tesfaye. The saying goes, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. He is both talented and he works hard. He's a very well-rounded man and born to excel in aviation. You cannot just leave talent alone. May you keep up the good work and grow more in your career. From the Republic of Sudan, Ahmed Khalil. Saving the best for last, he really is a role model to those who have had a childhood dream and gave it up for some reason, can still make it come true. It's never too late. He is a self-made accomplished man who is an inspiration for generations to come. From Uganda, a very big round of applause for Dr. James Ronnie. Thank you, Your Excellency. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, for your time and sharing with us yet another moment of victory in Abyssinian flight service history. It is my pleasure to introduce to you now the student representative to share a few words. I ask, yet again, Dr. James Ronnie to come forth. Thank you.
Ambassadors present, ministers and high-ranking government officials present, Director General, Civil Aviation Authority of Ethiopia, Managing Director, Abyssinian Flight Services, management and staff, all current and former serving military and officers and men, I salute you all. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, mabibi na mabwana. My name, as they say, I'm called Dr. James Ronnie Kanagwa from Uganda. I'm a Pan-African and the Director General of EcoBank in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa. I would like to first of all send my apologies for my ambassador, who was supposed to be here but urgently traveled for other state duties. But he's with us spirit, and he sends his regards. First of all, I would like to appreciate the Almighty God for making this happen. Being a pilot is not an easy thing, but I'm very convinced that with God, all things are possible. Then I would also like to appreciate my senior brother, Captain Solomon, who is the Managing Director of Abyssinia, for his wise leadership and steering such a great institution. I will not forget my senior brothers also. Kano Girmai, thank you very much for your support. The chief pilot and the tallest man in Abyssinia, Captain Habde Mariam. Captain Abraham, Captain Fikre, Captain Asmara, and our only sister, Captain Mariam Witt. Well, in terms of a personal experience, I really wanted to be a pilot personally. I first got admitted in Ethiopian Airlines flying school in 1996. By then they wanted $47,000. I didn't have the money. But when I went to India, I still had the passion for being a pilot. I became a sweeper in a flying club, but they were only teaching helicopter. But, well, even after doing that, I still wanted to be a pilot. And lo and behold, God answered his prayer. I ended up in this land, and I met the great man, Captain Solomon, who made this journey worthwhile. I believe all the other pilots they also feel the same thing, that is possible. Being a busy executive, I run 4 countries, and I still being able to make it as a pilot. I believe it's a commendable job, even for the others. It's a tough thing being a pilot. The rigor, the discipline of going through this whole experience, I think it's worthwhile. But the journey just begins today. Then I also like to really commend Abyssinia for being an icon in Africa. Abyssinia Flying Service is one of the best flying institutions privately run in sub-Saharan Africa. I'm a Pan-African, an astute Pan-African, but Abyssinia has delivered the real Pan-African strategy in aviation. We have people from Sudan, we have had students from Nigeria, we have Gabonese, we have Ugandans, we have even gone to Spain. We are a true Pan-African institution. Captain Solomon, congratulations. Being a pilot, I would like to also congratulate the pilots today and the instructors, because when a pilot graduates, the instructor also graduates. You have moved to another level of transferring skills. But there are two things about it. One is becoming a pilot, which is today. The second thing is being a pilot, which is the next thing forward, which calls for a lot of airmanship development, skills, and knowledge. The world needs this kind of people who are well-groomed. Then also, I would like to say something which will affect everybody. The new world order is about creative innovation and developing new ideas. Creative intensification and innovation. This is only going to change, it's going to change the turn of things, the way things are happening. I happened to be in France one day for one air show, and Airbus is developing a new technology. They want to fly from London to New York, less than 3 hours, flying at 100,000 feet. That's a new aircraft they're trying to develop, energy efficient. So this calls for two things. One, the pilots need to know a lot of robotics. They need to have a lot of extra knowledge, meaning even the rules of the game will change. So the issue is, how prepared are we for this change? As an airman, as an aviator, as a regulator, because this is the new world order. Creative intensification and innovation. More knowledge is only acquired by you seeking for it. So as a pilot, when you're flying, you don't only need to be a pilot, you also need to have more knowledge. Currently in America, they need pilots who have extra knowledge, not just flying. You need to be all-rounded. And this is where the level of increasing your knowledge comes in. Growing your airmanship and also growing knowledge in other things. Those who read the Bible, there is one verse in the Bible, it is Proverbs 8, chapter 18, verse 16, which says, the gift of a man shall make room for him and bring him before great men. More knowledge will get you to the next level. Gentlemen, as I conclude, I'll conclude by saying, let's seek knowledge and be part of the new world order and not just be a species existing. Thank you very much. Asante sana. Merci beaucoup.
Asante sana, Doctor. I'd like to now call upon Your Excellency, Colonel Wesanyela, to the stage.
Your Excellencies, Ambassadors, Captain Solomon Gizau, Managing Director of Abyssinian Flight Service, dear graduates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Minister of Transport, the aviation community, and myself, I wish to congratulate Abyssinian Air Service and most importantly, today graduates for the commitment, dedication, and hard work they have put into the training process to make this occasion a possibility. The Ethiopian Civil Aviation Authority, as a regulatory of the sector, is particularly encouraged by the tremendous effort being made by Abyssinian Air Service to bring the school to the level of excellence in flying training, which paves the way to the cooperation and harmonization of aviation training with other similar schools in the country. Standardization and quality assurance in aviation training is a challenge as well as an opportunity for our future development, since safety is a prime goal for us all who are involved in the sector. To the graduates of this school today, my piece of advice is that the knowledge you have acquired thus far in this field is only a starting point. Much remains to be done from here onward. Perfection and excellence are gained in the career through experience, clear imagination, and vigilance. If you encounter any occurrence in your day-to-day activities, never wait to report, as they are a valuable source of knowledge for you and your fellow aviators. The Civil Aviation Authority is also ready to receive your reports, whatever magnitude they may have, with its website open, evaluate the contents and improve aviation safety as a result. I would also encourage you all to be acquainted with international standards and requirements pertaining to the aircraft operation and other supporting fields, as they constitute additional strengths to your career proficiencies and performances. Finally, I would like to once more express my gratitude and appreciation to the Abyssinian Air Service for its contribution to the development of aviation in Ethiopia, and wish student graduates all the best in their future career. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel, for a very encouraging speech, and I hope you graduates have taken to heart what he did say. I would like to now call upon Mr. Barnabas Wilder Gabriel, who will be conducting a short 10-minute break with a photo opportunity here, and the graduates will come here as well to cut the cake. And then we will go to a lovely, well-prepared meal.
ፕሮግራሙ ላስብ ከምችለው በላይ ቆንጆ ፕሮግራም ነበር። በጣም በሰዓት ጀምሮ በሰዓት ያለቀ ሁሉንም ሰው ያሳተፈ ስለነበር በጣም ነው ደስ ያለኝ።
የተማሪዎችን ቆይታ እንዴት ይገልጻል በትምህርት ቤቱ?
የተማሪዎቹ ገጽታ የተደበላለቀ ነው። ለምን በተለይ በመጡበት ሰዓት ለመጨረስ አልቻሉም ብዙዎቹ። በተለይ በትራፊክ ኮንትሮል በኩል በነበረብን ችግር ግን መጨረሻ ላይ ሁሉም ተጣጥረው የልፋታቸውን ያህል የሚችሉትን አልሰርተው እዚህ መድረሳቸው ትልቅ ነገር ነው እና በጣም ነው ደስ ያለኝ።
ተማሪዎቹ እዚህ ደረጃ መድረሳቸው ምን አይነት ስሜት ፈጠረበት?
ተማሪዎቹ እዚህ ደረጃ መድረሳቸው ለኔ ያው ልጅ እንደሞለድ ነው። እያንዳንዱ ተማሪ ሲመረቅ ለኔ አንድ ልጅ እንደተወለደ ነው። እነዚህ ልጆች ለትልቁም ነገር ለትልቅ ኃላፊነት ነው የታጩት። ማንም ሰው ደግሞ ልጁ ለዛ ደረጃ ሲደርስለት ከዚህ በላይ የሚያስደስተው ነገር ስለሌለ በዛ ደረጃ በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ። እንግዲህ አዲስ ነገር የሚጠበቀው ተጨማሪ አውሮፕላኖችን እንጠብቃለን። ምናልባት ብዙ ተማሪዎችን በአጭር ጊዜ አስተምሮ የምንፈልግበት ለመድረስ ምናልባት ትምህርት ቤታችንን እንደገና በሌላ መልኩ ማየት ይኖርብናል። ለምን አዲስ አበባ ውስጥ መብረር በጣም አስቸጋሪ እየሆነ ነው። ከአዲስ አበባ ተነስቶ መውረድ አሁን ልጆቹ በአንድ ዓመት ተኩል መጨረስ ያለባቸውን በሁለት ዓመት ተኩል ሁሉ ጨርሰዋል። ለምን መውረድ አይቻልም፣ መነሳት አይቻልም፣ ብዙ ችግሮች አሉና ያንን በሌላ ዘዴ የሰውንም ኃይል የአውሮፕላኖችንም ኃይል አጠናክረን አሁን እንግዲህ ዛሬ እንዳያችሁት ከአፍሪካ ብቻ ሳይሆን ከሌሎችም ሀገሮች እየመጡ ስለሆነ ሰዎች ያንን ለማስተናገድ የጀመርናቸው እንቅስቃሴዎች አሉ። በዚህ ዓመት እንግዲህ ከእግዚአብሔር ጋር እሱን እናደርጋለን ብዬ አስባለሁ።
በስተመጨረሻ ማስተላለፍ የሚፈልገው መልእክት ካለ?
እንግዲህ ማስተላለፍ የሚፈልገው ነገር ምንድነው? የትም ሆነው የትም ለሚሰሙ ሰዎች አውሮፕላን ብቻ ሳይሆን ማንም ሰው ከፈለገ ከተመኘ ከሰራ ያን ነገር የማገኝበት ምንም ምክንያት የለውም። የማይቻል ነገር ለመስራት የማትፈልገው ነገር ብቻ ነውና እኔ ትላንትና እዚህ ከተራ የቀን ሰራተኛነት ጀምሬ ዛሬ ከላሴ ማርፌ ሌሎች መትረፍ መቻሉ ቀላል ነገር አይደለምና ሁሉ ሰው ባለበት በሚሰራው ነገር በሙሉ እችላለሁ ብሎ መውጣት እንዳለበት ነው ያለኝ መልእክት።
የአቢሲኒያ ቆይታ በጣም ጥሩ ነበረ። እንደ ትምህርት ቤት ሳይሆን እንደ ቤተሰብ ማለት ይቻላል። በጥሩ ሁኔታ አቢሲኒያ ቲም በጠቅላላ ካፕቴኖችም፣ የኢንስትራክተር ሁሉም በጣም ጥሩ ነበር ያሳለፍኩት። በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል።
ዛሬ አንደኛው ተሸልመሻል። እንግዲህ እንዴት ነበረ?
አልጠበኩኝም፣ አንደኛ ወጣለሁ ብዬ አልጠበኩኝም። ሁሉም ተማሪዎች ከተለያየ ባቾች ስለመጣንም አንደኛ ወጣለሁ ብዬ የሚል ምንም ግምት አልነበረኝም ነበረ እና በመሆኑ ግን በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል።
ኔክስት ምን ጠብቅ እስቲ በሚቀጥለው?
ኔክስት ደግሞ እናያለን። በሂደት ምን ያሻለን እንዴ? እሺ፣ ቴንክ ዩ